Hey everybody, Justin Udy with Justin Udy and Team Real Estate. I want to talk to you today about the top 3 tests you must perform on buying any property. One of the biggest challenges we run into the market is that we're saying, what are the tests that we should do in evaluating every home? Now, every home is very special where when I will say the first impression in walking through a home, we're gonna make note of the major things that we know we may need to look at. So for example, we walk around that foundation, we see a bunch of cracks, we probably know we need to check out that foundation, right? But there is always gonna be these indicators of items, but sometimes we just don't know. So at a minimum, we wanna do these 3 things. Number 1, we are gonna hire a professional home inspector. A professional means they're accredited, you pay them, they do documentation. It's not our friend, it's not our buddy, it's not our contractor walking through the home. They're gonna do checks and evaluations, and they're gonna provide you a thick, big report saying, these are the items and doing my 2 to 3 hour inspection that I feel may be an issue. And in there, that may provide us 2, 3, 4 other little ancillary items that we need to get an electrical contractor or a plumber in there, or somebody doing a sewer scope because it was draining slowly, or something else. So that is number 1, because it'll sometimes just be the gateway to the next item that we may need to test. Number 2, I want us to always on any property, do a radon test. It is extra money, but we are finding that radon is coming back more often than ever. Radon, as you know, is a gas that can be hazardous to your health. If you look it up, you'll end up finding there's a number of items. So let's just keep ourselves safe. It's a little bit of extra money. And when they come back positive, it's so easy to remediate. There's these radon mitigation systems, and we've had them come up numerous times in our inspections this year. And the sellers have been happy to take care of them. And when we're selling our properties, they're very affordable. And the next buyer, even if that deal doesn't fall through, the next buyer wants it anyway. Third and final, I will tell you in the past, I haven't recommended this, but now I'm just saying it's something that we really have to consider doing on every property, and it's doing a methamphetamine test. The reason why this is so important is number 1, we're one of the top locations in the nation where we have these addiction problems. In fact, when I was looking and meeting with some analysts of the market of the economy, it showed like the growth of the economy. And then there's this dip in the economy. And I'm like, what is this dip? It was opioid addictions. And just know there's different addictions that are happening right now that are affecting different demographics of our market. We had an older lady, just a sweet little grandma that had a nice little property. And I said, we probably should do a meth test in this property, which seems so crazy. Guess what? Came back positive for meth. You know why? Because the kids were in the bathroom smoking it up. And I think it only takes roughly 3 times for somebody to smoke methamphetamines in a property to have it go over the Utah legal level where it has to be decontaminated. So with an easy swab test, checking out a property, it's sometimes not the owner of that property that causes the issue, it's the people that come into the home. So by doing those 3 minimum items, there's a whole checklist of items in our buyer due diligence checklist that we provide for buyers to consider. But those are probably the main big items that we should consider in our market that we're seeing, kind of biggest items that we're seeing. And so if you need anything or have questions about what to test for, what should look for, what are things that maybe I should be considering, just reach out. We're here to help you out. If you have any questions about things you should evaluate also for a future video, please send us an email about the things you'd like to know, and we'll be happy to prepare something for you then. Thanks, talk to you soon.